So a few minutes ago, our county was tornado warned, but because I have recently very primitively learned how to read radar, I can tell that we are not in the cone and we're not in danger. But not long after the siren went off, the sky like just turned blue and the sun came out, and that's because all the energy in the tornado or in the storm went to where the tornado was forming, which is over there. And now it's a bright sunny day out. It's kind of weird. It's really crazy to see in person. Like, you hear about that happening where the storm just condenses, but it's really weird to see it. I can't see any kind of tornado though. Hello. So there's also a line of storms to the west of us coming this way, and so we're not in the clear quite yet, but I'm gonna use the opportunity that I have to check on our pregnant girls. There's still, as far as I can tell on radar, our tornado warning is up, but they're still running the siren. There's nothing coming. There's one in Paducah, but that's way far away. How you doing, girls? Hey, girls. So y'all remember, excuse me, Talia. I had moved the baby monitor to this stall because this stall is bigger. Well, yesterday I came to put Shvenny up in a kidding stall for the evening and it was raining out, and we have a pretty decent leak in our roof over this stall, and I can't have her kidding in a wet stall. So I did move her to this one here. So believe it or not, with tornadoes, it's actually proper protocol to leave your barns open. You want to give the animals the free rein to run and get out of the way of anything that's coming. So obviously they're inside a fence, but any animal that's kind of stuck inside this barn, if the barn were to get hit by a tornado, they're basically done for. So if they have the opportunity to kind of run away from the barn, it just gives them a better chance. 2 ligaments. Good girl. She still doesn't want me touching her udder, but you can come out. Come on, baby. I have no idea why they are still blaring that siren. It's a little bit unnerving that the different weather centers can't be on the same page. Because from what I've been told, this has happened before, where the National Weather Center does not have us tornado warned, but our sirens in town go off. And I guess it's up to whoever, you know, job it is to push the button. It's up to their discretion. And I know that they're probably still kind of traumatized over the December 10th, 2021 stuff. But as far as I can tell on radar, like, there's nothing coming here for at least an hour. This is the other line of storms that we saw kind of near Paducah, so that's coming. And it's days like today and, you know, times like this that have me realizing that I don't think I can really use my greenhouse over the winter necessarily. Some stuff like Romanesco and certain broccolis and things take a while to kind of come to a head, especially over winter when there's not as much light out. And so usually they'll start growing really well come early spring. But on days like today, I have to close up my greenhouse. I don't have a choice. I can't leave it open and let all of that wind, 60-mile-per-hour winds, put a lot of pressure inside. This would not be a good thing. So with everything shut up, it's 88 degrees in here right now, and the sun's really only been out for about an hour. Another thing that I actually kind of like about our greenhouse is that the rainwater actually does run right in here. And so there's actually a cow farm right next to us, and so we get a lot of rich runoff from the cow pasture, and it waters the greenhouse without me having to run the irrigation, and it also fertilizes it. Hey boys, are you high and dry? Huh? Are you high and dry? What are you doing, O? What are you doing, handsome? We've had a lot of winds the last few days, and the strip that I put down for the lane, it hasn't moved an inch, so I think there's enough fabric staples in it. I think we're done raining for the day, so there's that, but there's gonna be more wind, and I don't want to lose the whole roof, so. So I've climbed up there. I didn't get all the way on the roof and secured down what looked like it was gonna peel off more. But now I still have a pretty big gaping hole over the kidding stall that I was gonna put Svenny in. And this is the reason you let your animals out of the barn. This is the reason. So I have a feeling that I'm not really gonna be able to work against the wind to try to put that back down and secure it. I kind of thought that maybe I could set up the ladder in here and kind of guide that piece over this way, but the wind, you can hear it. It's just way too strong. So Levi's on his way home to help me. Our swing set is gone, but that was already on its way out. It was really rickety, but we're losing shingles on our house. I really hope that my carport stays put. Funnily enough, my rabbit tractors, which are up on blocks and don't have any rabbits in them, so there's no weight in them, they're still on their blocks. Oh no, there goes the carport. Oh my God, you guys. The carport just lifted. I gotta go in the front door. So the carport tried to fly away earlier, and I think the only reason that it didn't fly away was it's set up a little bit different now, but what even possessed you to put that strap?
It was just wiggly. The carport.
The carport was wiggly. So, what was it, a week ago maybe? How long ago did you do that?
This morning.
Good call. So this morning, apparently, Levi had strapped the carport to the tractor already. And I think that's the only reason that the carport didn't fly. Oh look, I did lose a tractor.
Oh yeah.
But it's come out of the ground here. See that? Here. The carport's already, it was staked into the ground. Not very far. I think they were little like 8-inch stakes. And I did have one rabbit tractor casualty, which honestly, that's what I would have expected. Levi's gonna try to tack the roof down a little bit just so we don't get as much breeze coming inside the barn. These barn walls are braced, but they're braced for outside impact. And that's what these big angled pieces are. They're to support the metal from winds from the outside, and winds from the inside are really making this wall flex. I actually just milked a couple hours ago, and Shveni jumped up on the stand for me, and she seems to be just as, you know, far along or not as far along as she was yesterday. She's holding those babies in, which at this point I really appreciate. So earlier when we were in here, the temperature was 88 with the sun out. Right now it's 57 with the sun out. So that's what happens when cold fronts come in. I think that's probably the craziest wind that we've seen since we've been here. We have a lot of cleanup to do. Nothing really major. Thankfully, we really need to figure out how to secure that carport down a little bit better than it has been. But in any case, we're still on baby watch, so stay tuned. Possibly by the time this video posts, at least one of those two girls will have had their babies. We don't have power currently, and so I imagine I might have a little bit of a backlog of videos to bring to you, so stay tuned.